Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Teardown Time Campers. Now, if you're anything like me, and I know I am, you love explosions. So, let's go and make some, shall we? We've acquired some dynamite, we've acquired some gunpowder. We've probably got some missions to do that will cause this sort of thing to be useful. Here we go, hiding traces. Mineral Ravine is a nearby town that now has some modern things from the Time Camper strewn all over the place. And the Time Camper suffered some damage. Right, so the Time Camper is the vehicle then, I assume. And now we need to go there, possibly blow up the things that he's left behind. Let's see. Interacting with these things will probably result in an explosion, which can be just enough to alert the hot air balloon guards. Curious. Off to Mineral Ravine we go. 5 targets. And here we are in the ravine. Let's have a look, shall we? So we've got a getaway vehicle. We've got to gather all the objects, and they can be shot down, but doing that or grabbing them will set off the alarm. So one of them is right next to us. It's a car battery on a roof. A gas can floating in the air up there. Okay. A car headlight floating up there. Seems like this would be the sensible route to take. On the roof. Between the broken bridge parts. So maybe we need to make a bridge. We may as well have a look at this first one. Just because it's right close to us. But if we're coming across the bridge, perhaps. Are we coming across the broken bridge? If we're doing that, then we're what? Riding a horse around? Through that fence gap, probably. And then I guess we're planking up onto this roof. Oh, there we are. Now, planks. There we go. Let's lower a plank there. That looks good. That looks promising. And then we attach another plank to it. That can come down as well. Okay, maybe we should have put that plank a little further back. But maybe it's fine. Because then we attach another plank to that one. We pull it over here somewhere. And then if we pull this out a bit, maybe rest it on top of that box. Now, can we sprint at that without any difficulty? Not entirely. So maybe let's try a second plank off this first one. There we go. We just need the planks to stick out a bit more, maybe. Has that one worked? Not entirely. This music reminds me of RimWorld. And RimWorld music is the best music. Alistair Lindsay's soundtrack is superb. Oops. I pressed right click there where I meant to press left. One day I'll figure out how to use planks in an efficient fashion. Today may not be that day. Up. Up. Okay. Grab. Jump off. Gets the time camper. So we've got the back end of our route sorted. I feel. So yeah, we race across here. We jump up those planks. So we're going to need a horse if we're going to do this, I feel. Because this is long enough of a distance to make a horse useful. Right, we've got some planks there. But can we even get across this bridge? It does look kind of buggered. We've got cable, haven't we? Rope, yeah. Maybe that's the answer. I know that you can do fun things with cables and planks. You can also apparently just fall through the bridge. Very well. There we go. Maybe if we fix the mess we made, all will be well. Okay, we've made it worse. Now, is there a better way across than this bridge? Just because there's a bridge there doesn't mean we have to use it. But I'm also not seeing anything else. Right, what if we do attach a rope to there? Okay. Maybe it's slightly too far for a rope to go the full way, but even if it is, that would be fine, perhaps. But maybe I just missed. No. This might be a plank job again. Although I'm thinking one plank on each side might be enough. Which is good, because we're running out of plank. Now, what if we attach it to here? It flops down quite a bit. Again, well, I mean, that's just not stable enough. This might be. This might be stable enough. Yeah. Whoop. Oh, that'll do it. Great. Is there no problem that planks can't solve? And there's a Hoss. Yep. We might want you on the other side though, Hoss. I don't know if there's more than one of you around. Right, there's a nice carpet in here. It's covering a hole. There's a secret tunnel. And then that brings us out to the ravine again. So, maybe nothing that's terribly useful for now. But I'm glad I know it exists. Right, let's borrow this Hoss. So we do have a target there that's on the roof. 2 more targets down here. Right, let's boss that gate open. And let's get this indestructible horse across the bridge. This will probably be where I find that there was already a horse across this side and I didn't need to do this. But that's fine. Because we want to park this Hoss up near this bridge. Should have looked in this barn already, just in case there's a Hoss in here. Seems like the sort of place you might keep one, and of course there was one there all the time. That's fine. This one can come back with us then across to the side. Now, do we want to shoot that target down? It seems like it might be a good idea, so we shoot it down and we gather it. That is the first one, yes. And then what? Do we jump on a Hoss then? Because the next one is over here somewhere. Is it up in the top of this building? Off the horse we go. Right, so it's near the top of this building. So maybe we shoot that one and then we shoot this one. Which means we'd need this building to not be in the way. So let's drop a save just in case it all goes wrong. And then maybe it's time for some dynamite. We'll just pop a bundle there and step back, safe distance. Might start a fire, but maybe that's okay. It would probably be easier to just burn the building down than try and blow it all up, but maybe it won't. I don't know how flammable this building is. But we'll pop some dynamite inside it as well. Yeah, it's definitely starting fires. So that's good. One on the door there, and that's all our dynamite gone. Well, all our bundles gone. We've still got regular dynamite, which we can plonk about the place, but it's a little harder to control. It blows up a little quicker. Let's get this building just out of the way, shall we? It's going up in smoke, which is a good sign. Now, what's holding it up? Just the pillars in the middle. Maybe we let it burn for a minute. So we're going to shoot that one and shoot this one. And then we're going to ride our horse in this direction. We should probably take it away from the fire, just because fire's not great for horses. I'm not a vet, but I'm pretty sure about that. And now, there's one up there, and there's a ladder also. Can we just run up this ladder? Yeah, we can. So therefore we can grab this ladder and pull it over the top. And set it down. Oh, pish! Why did that nudge that? Right, now we've got to blow this building up again. Jeez. Shouldn't take a minute. And let's see. Are the pillars in the middle still standing? They're mostly gone. Let's put one on the ceiling there. Just to help burn the building down a bit quicker. And yeah, we'll leave that to it for a minute whilst we go and see if we can be a bit less clumsy with this ladder. I didn't realise the ladder was just going to bump into that and cause that problem. There we go. How do we feel about settling down on this side of this building? Whoop, don't float away from me. There we go. We okay with that? Are we a happy ladder? Up, grab, jump off there, and then how far are we from the bridge? A reasonable way from the bridge, or no, we've gone past it. Right, so instead what we do is we come up this ladder, we grab that, and then we jump off this way. And then that takes us over there. Good. Now, how is our building doing? It's going well. It looks like it's mostly gone, which is just grand. Or is it completely gone, and is that the building next to it that's burning down? Either way, that's looking promising. So you back up, horse. We will need you momentarily. Oops. Big butt. And we might be ready to begin attempt number 1. It's just a rough draft, kind of. But we'll see how it goes. Oops. Ah, heck, we don't need to be up there. Because we can just shoot it from here, and then we can shoot that one over there that we currently can just about see. If we can shoot that one. Maybe we need to get closer. Right. Come on. Down we go. Grab. Horse. And off. And bam. Grab. Horse. It's going alright. Now, where's our ladder? There it is. Up. Grab number 3. And we're just cheesing it at this point. Up. Big jumps. Have I missed one? I feel like I've missed one. Yeah, I've missed the one that's on the bridge itself, perhaps. Curses. Right, so that was largely going alright. However, we failed to consider the one that is over the bridge. How many planks we got left? We've got 8 planks left. Maybe we can do something here. We don't want to bump it and start the timer. But we do want planks going underneath it if possible. Okay, that one's apparently too far. Let's try jumping across and putting a plank down on this side as well. Okay, that plank seems alright. Although, once again, we're falling through. So how does one get that one? Hup. Yep. Now, what if we put another plank on top of this one? That one just falls through it. Okay, but we can grab that one. So it's kind of a do or die thing. Unless we put a second plank up here somewhere. Or let's try putting a plank lower down on that one. Is that better? Are you gonna... Hup. Right. That's catchable. That's catchable for sure. So with a slight tweak to the plan, maybe things will work now. Although, the uncontrolled nature of them falling down like that is a level of randomness that I don't exactly enjoy. Come on. There we go. So yeah, we've lost a lot of time just waiting for them to fall out of the sky and whatnot. So grab that one and then we go up. So I'm not feeling good about the time. Although that went alright. So the plan is kind of sound. Although, maybe it's actually fine. Lovely. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. We'll just leave that building burning away as we see our little route. So now what? I guess a new mission. Boss! One of them made it back to base with us. Do we get any more toys to play with? Right, so the regular engine's in good shape, but the car still can't travel through time. Where's our compute? New message. Okay, so we dealt with the debris, we stocked up on explosives. Now we must make the town less attractive to bandits and drifters so we can get some work done. That sounds like a plan. So the saloon needs to be taken out. It's insured, so we're doing the owner a favour. Are we now? Off we go then, let's blow up a saloon. Now I feel like this could be just a case of light a fire with the blowtorch, sit back and watch. There are no alarms, and we've got no warnings about not blowing up any other buildings in the vicinity. So yeah, let's just pop down some booms, shall we? And then hopefully back away. That started a little bit of fire. Oops. Bloody tables. Trying to get us killed. Bit there, and that's our bundles gone. But we've still got regular dynamite. So we can pop a bit wherever there's a gap, basically. Wherever there's a wall. Anywhere that doesn't seem to be on fire can have a bit of dynamite. Oh yeah, there's a bit of chimney there. That needs a bit for sure. Grand. That's all our exploder's done. Now I guess we can just sort of help it out by taking out any supports and pillars that we see. Although I feel like the fire's going to do the majority of the work for us. It's fun starting fires in video games. Just sitting back and watching the chaos unfold. They could have made a nice... Oh dear, what have we just hit? Is there a TNT barrel underneath there? Or was it a bottle of rum or something like that? Either way, it badly wounded us. Yeah, I feel like a firefighting simulator could quite easily be made using Teardown's engine. And that could be entertaining in its own way. But I don't know if it'd ever be as fun as actually starting the fires in the first place. We hit something metal there. It's possibly a drain pipe of some sort. That's got to go. Can't have that holding things up. Literally and figuratively. Fire's coming along nicely. I feel at some point the last bit of support's going to give, and then the frame rate's just going to drop to 0 as everything collapses around us. Is that another barrel that might be flammable? No. We should retain a bit of shotgun just in case we've got any more chimneys that need destroying. There we go. Now it's all wobbling loose. Fire's going to take out a chunk more of it. Still 6.6 meters too tall, but there's nothing now connected to the floor. So what if we just carve our way through bits here and there? Maybe actually the frame rate won't get too bad because the fire's destroying a lot of the pixels, and therefore there's less to worry about. We'll start some more fires though, just to spread things a bit quicker. Oh, next door's caught on fire as well. Sorry about that. It's what you get for living next to the saloon, I guess. Now, I wonder if there are any explosives in nearby buildings that we could bring along and toss in to speed things up a bit. What are you? Are you just food? You might just be a barrel of apples or something. Which means you're probably not going to cause any big explosions when we fling you into the mess. But it can't hurt. Yeah, I think that was just apples. Oh well. Still 6 meters too tall, but the fire's still spreading nicely. Now it's 5.1 meters too tall because the saloon sign has finally started to collapse. Excellent. So let's just work our way around and see what we can do to possibly bring it down a bit quicker. 4.5 meters now. This back wall isn't burning very much, so helping that along would be good. There we go. Bits are dropping. 3.8. It's coming along nicely. A bit more flame around there might help. Oops. There goes a chunk. Some of it's falling back on itself and therefore it's getting taller again as it tilts. There we go, that support has definitely helped. Now 6.3 again though. But that's because it's partly on its side now. Oh, there we go, 2.7. 1.7, it's coming down. Be nice to get a vantage point from another building, but we don't want to burn those down as well. 1.7. That's that bit dealt with. 1.6 over there. Yeah, we haven't really got much in the way of tools left. But that's fine. That bit could probably use braking just to cause all that big bit on the right to collapse. That's part of it collapsing. But this is still the tallest bit, so let's move in and lend a hand. Ah, it's drain pipe. We have just used the last of our shotgun. That should be that bit taken care of, though. There it goes. And now that bit's too tall, but that's all connected here, maybe. And it looks like this is all wood, so... Although, the sound of it suggests it's not all wood. There we go. 1.8. Oh, we're so close. Can we just tug this bit and throw it away? Yeah, we can. Demolition complete. Accidental demolition of next door. Mostly complete. It's time to be on our way once again. Sorry about your saloon, everyone. We're racing through these missions. I believe there's only 9 in this DLC, so we might be through it in like 4 episodes or thereabouts. But we've got some extra tools by the look. We have got revolvers, which we can shoot relatively fast. And we've got horse punch, which is like the old high-speed beverage from the main game. Woof, it lets us shoot along as though we were riding a horse. Is this a bathroom? Well, it's not even a bathroom out here, is it? It's an outhouse. Anything in it? You got any poop? Well, you haven't now. I've smashed it all up. So, new tools. Horse punch and revolver. Pew pew pew. What are we doing with these new tools, game? Nils wants us to... a proper horologium. What's a horologium? Time-based, I guess, because Horus was the god of time. So we need a good clock. So is that what a horologium is, maybe? Ah, the horologium in the clock tower at Mineral Ravine. We need to warm up the time circuit. But let's not worry about that for now. Beware of flying debris. It'll be windy today. It's another windy mission. But we don't have to worry about the balloon people. Good. So, tumbling around is our mission. There are 5 things that we need to do. Bring the clockwork parts to the escape vehicle and stay away from tornadoes. Lovely. Right, so this will be kind of like that one mission, again with tornadoes, in the base game, where you've got to drag around heavy drums and whatnot and get them to the escape vehicle. We have got a clock counterweight that's down there in the ravine. We've got something higher up by the look of it, a bronze gear. Another bronze gear that's stuck below the rails on that bridge. An iron gear that's stuck in a roof. And another bronze gear. Okay. So we've got this broken bridge. So we are up here with, is it the barn in front of us? Trying to get our bearings compared to last time. Oh no, we're on this side of the broken bridge, so the barn is over there. So let's start by going down our secret tunnel and seeing if we can't find this one that's below the bridge. Because we know that this secret tunnel will lead us out to the ravine. And it's this bad boy. Alright, so it's heavy. There's a tornado coming for us. Right, so let's get back inside before it ruins our day, shall we? Come on. There we go. Now, we don't want this TNT to be in our path. That seems like a bad idea. We threw it a little too close. Maybe, just maybe, I should have dealt with it on the way down there, rather than the way back. Like so. Now, there's some fire spreading in here, but maybe that's alright if we just blow everything up that's in our path. And that should have cleared the cave, so it should be nice and safe now. Unless you count tornadoes as dangerous. But who does that, eh? Right, this is unwieldy. As you might have imagined, that's the whole point of this challenge, is getting unwieldy things back to base in the middle of a tornado. With a cool soundtrack. No, I hadn't really considered how we get it out of the hole. Is it just a case of just lift? Yep. And then lift the bottom if we can? Yep. It's tricky. Aha, it can break this a bit though, which helps. Just a bit of manhandling and we should be there. Okay, we got it out the hole. We're now trapped behind it, but we got it out the hole. There we go. Come on. That's part one. Back to the vehicle. Excellent. Now, part two is in front of us and in a building over to the left. Shouldn't be too hard to gather. And that said, this tornado is bearing down on this building that we want to get in. It's kind of broken the building slightly, it seems. But there we go. Bronze gear the first. Oh! Oh! That came out of nowhere. That ambushed us. That's cheating. Now, where's it left my gear? Over here somewhere. Okay, target 2 dealt with. I fear this might not be the most scintillating mission to watch, but still, it's got to be done. Is there a target by this barn? There isn't. But we can cross over here. Can we cross back over here with a heavy object in tow? That's another question. We'll worry about that once we've found said target. And there's one over here. Lightning has struck this building. Is that a problem? Our target is upstairs. Is it on the roof or is it just embedded there? Yeah, it's slightly embedded. But we can pull it out. And now we can make our escape. These gears aren't terribly heavy like that first thing we grabbed. So it shouldn't be too hard to get it back over to the other side. It might require a bit of finagling to get up the rocks. I mean, it might help if we were getting up the rocks in the correct spot, which is over here. Nope. We've been tornadoed again. Where's that left our gear? There we go. Tornadoes aren't much of a threat, it seems. I suppose if one tossed us right down into the ravine, it could be tricky. Oh. But yeah, it's not the end of the world, it seems. So that's gear number 2 and target number 3. Now, the last 2. So there's one halfway across the bridge, and then there's one all the way over there. These are going to be the tricky ones, or at least the time-consuming ones. Is that building over there going to start to burn down when we get close? Get hit by a lightning bolt at the wrong moment? Oh. We got tornadoed again. But it might have done us a favour, because this one was stuck in the rails, wasn't it? I see it. Okay, that's this one. Now maybe we just bring this one back along the ravine. There was a tornado hanging around down here earlier. But maybe we're alright to just bring it along here and back up through our secret tunnel. One bit of tunnelling later, and that's number 4 back. Now, let's go and see what number 5 has to offer. Let's see what weather-based nonsense gets in our path on the way there. We're going to get a big lightning strike on this building? No. Wow. Stuck in the roof. Well, let's get inside, shall we? Get away from the tornado for a moment. There we go. Target get. Now this is a big heavy bugger. Much like the big thing that we gathered in the ravine. But still, we should be able to get it home, okay? Oh, that tornado was lying in wait for us. It'll go away in a minute, I'm sure. And it didn't fling our cog very far. Although it has kind of stuck our cog on the wrong side of the tracks, which is making it a bit sketchy to actually get it up and over. So well done, Tornado. You have in fact delayed me. You win this round. But now progress is finally being made. Not the most scintillating of missions, but needed to be done. And done is what it is. Now where are we? We're up in some sort of watchtower of sorts. Very curious. And now what have we got? A hunting rifle. With a broken scope for more precise shots. Oh yeah, that would have been nice when we were shooting down those targets in the sky. We will have to have a play with this, but we'll have to do it next time. 5 missions down, 4 to go, I think. Little game of horseshoes that's been happening here. And we're not very good at it. And I'll see you next time for more shenanigans. Thanks for watching, friends.